Do you ever feel like your body is broken? Like you cannot lose weight, like you can't control the migraines, you can't control the sinus infections, like you're just stuck, whatever it is that maybe you have hand tremors or heart palpitations, anxiety, depression, and it all just seems like it's way out of your reach to fix it. I do. I mean, I have been there. I felt all of my adolescence like I couldn't lose weight. And I was never like very overweight. There were times where I was a little bit overweight as far as like BMI and that kind of thing. There were times I was a little bit overweight, but I was an athlete and I tried. I really, really tried, and I couldn't control my body. And so I obsessed about it a lot. I thought about it all the time. I was never anorexic because I couldn't not eat, but in my mind, like too much thinking about food. I shouldn't have, at 14, 15, been like writing things, everything I ate down. And my mom doesn't know about like that I was like, it's not like my mom just let me. It was my thought life. And it was my, my thing. As I liked control, I liked being the best, and I couldn't control that area of my life. I couldn't, for the life of me, figure out how to get a flat stomach. Well, probably was because I was addicted to carbohydrates, breads, sugars, didn't understand anything about food portioning, didn't understand about what really carbohydrate, like what was a carbohydrate. Here's an example. I was working after college just for a short period of time at a hair salon as like the front desk person. And I would go and I would try to eat so healthy, and I'd tell my mom, like, Mom, Thanksgiving dinner, don't put butter in the mashed potatoes. Can you make it with like, flavor it with just salt or something like that? But then I would go and I would get like a low carb or an Atkins like diet bar or shake or something like that, and that is what I would eat during lunch, trying to control those calories, like processed foods that it just didn't click for a really long time, and I never got the results I wanted, except for when I would do something really extreme, like after I had my third son, I gained 50 pounds. I just couldn't put off the weight. So I went on a raw food diet, and not that that is like, I'm saying that's bad, but it was extreme and it took a lot of time. I was working out an hour a day. Once again, that's not extreme, but for me in my life, it was a lot. I realize now I did not have to do that much. I could have worked out 30 minutes a day and just known what portions. I did Weight Watchers, and so I remember thinking like, okay, I don't want to have butter on this because that's going to count as points. And it was just not healthy in my head. And now, for the past 15 years, I've had celiac disease. I'm intolerant to gluten, soy, dairy, do not do well with processed foods, sugars. There's a lot of cancer and diabetes in my family line. So I don't do well with any of those things. Recently, this summer, I ate something really weird in June. I think I got a parasite. I was very stressed out. We had 2 mortgages, and my digestive system just spiraled out of control. I felt depressed. I was hugely bloated, even though I was still eating healthy. And basically, I had yeast and parasite, like overgrowth, because my immune system wasn't healthy enough to support. And so in the quest to figure that out, so here I am, very healthy person, work out, like know what to eat. But I've got these little issues with my digestive system that when the stress punched in and I ate something funky that was like a parasite or, virus, it just spiraled out of control. And so on my quest to figure this out, I took a lot of different approaches. And really my approach was like, I have something gross in my stomach, kill it, get rid of it. And so through all of this, just learning about water, you might have gotten my water log, my water book, and like what type of water we should be drinking and how to heal naturally. And I've been learning about this, for 15, 20 years. It started when my aunt got breast cancer when I was about 14, 15, and my mom put us on a vegan diet and, went organic, and I even went on a vegan diet the past, for a month. And when I went on that vegan diet, like my skin, I got so many wrinkles. My discoloration got worse this summer. I mean, I had no energy. It was crazy, honestly, except I was digesting better. So here is what, and I really want you to share this with anybody that has unresolved, that's a bean that just fell on the floor, issues like migraines, anxiety, or if you like can't lose weight and it's just so big, too big to think about losing 80 pounds, 50 pounds, 100 whatever pounds. It's too big. I want you to change your mind and your thinking and stop having it be about kill the problem, kill the problem, kill the problem. Because there's not just one problem when we're having these issues, PCOS, Crohn's, celiacs, autoimmune diseases, it's migraines. It's not just one problem. This is what I want you to look at it like. So see these jars right here. These are to represent different immune systems, different levels of immunity. So this would be my husband. He's got a great immune system. He's got type O blood. A lot of type O blood people have great immune systems. This would be more of an average immune system. And this would be a low immune system. So somebody that's always getting sick, can't deal with like sensitivities. I walk into a hotel and I get sick and a migraine the first day because the cleaners and the perfumes, it's just like too much for my body. So I've got a thing of black beans, all right? So these black beans are going to represent stressors to our body. So like I said, this could be a perfume, it could be a cleaner, it could be cat hair, could be pine tree pollen, it could be a certain type of metal. If you're an engineer that you work with all the time, that your body, it's a stressor for your body. This could be gluten, soy, dairy. This could be sugar. This could be formaldehyde. This could be anything, honestly, anything in our environment. Wi-Fi, ley lines, just electromagnetic energy, stressor for your body. And different bodies have different stressors. So, taking these beans, this is all those things that I just mentioned, just putting them in here. All these stressors, okay? Well, look at this, okay? So this is a high immune system. So the high immune system, they have all this junk in their body. Coke, Diet Coke, okay? Diet Coke, chemical sweeteners, additives, MSG, food coloring, okay? Right here. And so, but here's the thing. These people get to walk around town, flat stomach, healthy as can be, energy, right? They get to walk around, and the rest of us here like, you suck. Like, what's the deal? Like, you have all of this in you, and I do way better, and I'm a hot mess. So this is someone with an average immune system, okay, this jar. So let's take the same amount of toxins and stressors, and this could be you right now because of different things. You might have gotten virus over the years. Maybe it's unhealthy eating. I ate so poorly, like I said, in middle school. Like, my mom fed me well, but I was out of control when it came to sweets and carbohydrates. I'm just telling you, bad, my fault. This could be a baby that was born with poor gut flora or into a stressful environment or situation. Okay. So, whoa. Holy cow. Bean spillage all over. There's a hair in here too. All over the floor. You see this average immune system? What just happened? This average immune system can't handle the stressors that the really strong immune system handled. So all these beans that are now all over my table and my floor, guess what this is? Now it's spilled out, okay? I mean, they're everywhere. This is a migraine. This is menstrual cramps. This is anxiety and heart palpitations. This is intolerance to, smoke, or like you can't handle, you're very sensitive. This is not being able to digest proteins. This is chronic fatigue syndrome. This is IBS. This is all these undiagnosed. This is autism, all right? This is MS. This is all of these things. I said migraines. I feel like that's this is just everything that people, like PCOS, Crohn's, obesity. This is all these things. Because here's the thing, guys, it's not that you're broken. It's that you have a low immune system and you have too many stressors in your body. And so the approach, these are the two approaches that I feel like medicine and even holistic healing can go for. And I think this is why we need to change our minds and educate people this way, because it feels really hopeless if it's different. So I have some garbanzo beans. So these garbanzo beans, I want them to represent like a lot of modern interventions, okay? So this would be like vaccinations and drugs. So here's body that's leaking out all of these symptoms, right? Do you see what happened? Let's put some more medicine in there. Oh my gosh, what's happening? It's covering, right? Some of the symptoms. Some of the symptoms it's covering, right? They're in there and it's covering them. But all these other beans spilled out. Now my kidneys are blown. My liver is like in a bad shape. Autism showing up, not because maybe some vaccine, but because there were so many stressors and toxins, or this immune system was so low. So all these medicines and everything, and I'm not saying that they are bad, because you may need to do that chemo, radiation, whatever that medicine is, to mask and keep that one symptom, that one stressor that's out of control at bay for a while. But being dependent on it is not going to ever heal you. So the goal, and so imagine, oh gosh, this is a low immune system. Low immune system. This is MS. This is things that are cancer, okay? This is all of this. Low immune system. So with this illustration, can you see how we need to target this? If we have 100 pounds to lose, if we have, we go and they're like, this is what's wrong, it's, XYZ. Sometimes what's wrong is way down here. And so we're like, I can't get there. I can't get there. So what do we need to do? We need to realize that all of this is our stressing our body out. All of this is causing the spillage that is the symptoms. So there's two things that we need to do. One thing is we need to work on getting a bigger jar. We need to work on getting a better immune system. So I've got candida overgrowth right now. And so what do I need to do about that? One, I had to figure out why. Why that I'm eating so healthy and great am I having these symptoms? Besides what triggered them. Because so in the past I went on like a rampage and I just was like, kill, 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 kill. What are the strongest herbs? Kill it. Well, that can kill it, but the problem is that I need to work on my immune system too, right? Because I've got this spillage, so maybe the candida is way down at the bottom. So I've got to work on both healing my body, and I realized I had low hydrochloric acid, so my body wasn't digesting the food. So by helping my body digest the food, then I'm going to assimilate the vitamins. I was very low in vitamin B's because that comes from meats, proteins, fats, and I had low hydrochloric acid, so I wasn't digesting them, so I wasn't absorbing that, making me tired. So I have to work on that, boosting my immune system. How else do we do that? Diet Coke, that kind of thing, just cutting calories, getting really extreme. You have to think about, one, is that removing toxins? Is that removing stressors, or is it adding it? Because if you're adding to it, you're just going to have more spillage. It's not going to heal. So no, Diet Coke, sugar, it's just all of this. Why would you want to every day put more stressors in your immune system? Seriously, sugar is the food for all of these diseases. So this is why when people are like, moderation, 80-20, 70, this is where I'm like, no, let's just be whole about it. And let's not look at it as cutting out. Let's look at it as making our immune system way better. How are we going to do that? It's not like drugs and that kind of stuff. It's food. So it's food. It's getting in the sunshine. It's exercise. It's greens, lots of greens, knowing the right amount of fats to eat, knowing the right amount of proteins to eat, knowing just all of those things. So healing, food, water, exercise, sunshine, healthy relationships, meditation, prayer, emotional, lowering your stress. That's building your jar. That's building your immune system. So when the stressors come and they go in there, that we can handle it. Okay, so maybe they're still in us, but now we can handle it better. So it's getting the capacity to handle it all better by building our immune system. And a lot of, I specialize in working with busy moms, because for 10 years, when I started being a mom, I was like, I don't have time to take care of myself. So I didn't exercise because I needed to work more to provide for my family. And so I didn't need to work on my personality or my emotions or my relationships. I didn't have time for that. So, obviously, well, not obviously, but I went to church, but once I became a mom, my prayer life, devotion time really struggled because I didn't feel a return from it. It was all about me for a long time and about how hard things were. And I wasn't being proactive. I wasn't picking up my mat. I wasn't, I was looking at the world like they were taking from me instead of focusing on myself and being better. And then once I got strong enough to be better, giving and just viewing things a lot differently. So it's putting you first so that you have something to give, and it's building this immune system. And then the other thing is, it's removing the stressors that you can. But you've got to realize you've got way more going on than you realize. Don't just go crazy and pinpoint one thing. You've got way more going on. So, I don't know why I keep saying Diet Coke. Maybe somebody needs to hear this. Are you drinking Diet Coke or artificial sweeteners? Just remove some of that. Put that back in the bag. Don't go spill it all over, because then you're going to be like, ugh. Don't go spill it all over. Are you saying that a little sugar is okay? Do you know that you get stressed out by dairy, but you're like, but I love cheese and I love ice cream? Is it worth it, the symptoms that you're having? No, think about what you can remove. Unplug your Wi-Fi at night. Remove that stressor. So look, things are still spilling. So when you're removing stressors and you're detoxing, you're going to actually have symptoms and things are going to spill over, die off. So that's exactly what's happening. Maybe it's, your Thanksgiving meal or maybe it's alcohol, that you cut alcohol out completely because it is a stressor. Or you just drop to 1 glass, taking some of that out, helping your liver out. Carbohydrates, eating too much, processed food, taking these out. So this is right now we're taking a little bit out at a time, and so we're not necessarily right now building our immune system by nourishing. We are just removing some stressors. Okay, resetting our immune system, our metabolism. So a lot of you actually, to help yourself with your immune system, some of you that need to lose a lot of weight, you're not eating enough. So you're actually keeping your jar smaller. Your body weight right now needs a larger jar of nourishment. Does that make sense? You may be working right now with this jar and feeding it crap, stressors, but you're in a larger vessel right now. You're living in a larger vessel right now. And it needs more nourishment to grow. So you're focusing on what can I take out. You need to be focusing on making sure you're eating enough, because you need more medicine. You need more food medicine to build your immune system. So if you've got a lot of weight to lose, you need to focus on building your immune system, and you need to know what foods to eat and how much of them to eat, and don't shortchange your body by eating too little, because then you are creating a shorter jar, a lower immune system, messing with your hormones, messing with your cortisol, all of that kind of thing. I've got a mess on my hands right now, but better a mess on my table and a mess on my floor than a mess in your body that you could actually switch around and you could actually help. So this is what I do, guys. I do fitness and health coaching, and I'm not certified in it. So this is how I can help people. The fitness programs that I offer and the nutrition plan that I offer and the superfoods Shakeology that I offer, those people that create those, millions, billions of dollars goes into creating them, hires the best people in that area and says, do the best job you can. Make sure it gets results. Make sure that it's hole proof, like nobody can poke a hole in this, that it's so good, it's so pure. Make sure these ingredients come from the best places in the earth. Make sure that we are basically faultless. So I trust those tools because I couldn't create them. So I'm not going to act like I could. So I couldn't create them. So I offer that, and then I offer community support, coaching, and here's the thing. You're darn lucky because I've had a lot of health issues over the years, and because of that, in pursuit to heal myself, I've also picked up a ton of knowledge just by self-educating, talking to different practitioners, reading a lot of books, doing a lot of research, and then being a human guinea pig. So I also have that, not just like book knowledge, street smart, right? I've got a lot of personal like transformation that I offer, and it's always with healing and health in the long term, because weight loss is a symptom. Muscle tone is a symptom of eating and exercising how you should. I mean, people can do it the unhealthy way, but then they're gonna be a mess in other ways. So that should be a symptom. The focus should be on holistic health. So not only are you going to get those outward results, better skin, better hair, better physique, more energy, but you're going to be building a longer life, a longer and happier life. So if this is something that you need help with, that you would like some direction with, that you would like some support with, that you're ready to commit to, and you feel like this approach you can get your mind around and be consistent to, I'm interested in helping people not only in my short-term 30-day challenge groups, my Busy Girl Fitness challenges, but I'm interested in, I want people to have long-term results. I don't want people to give up on themselves. I want them to realize that when you try something and live healthy for 30 days, 12 weeks, whatever, and you see those results, that you owe it to yourself to continue on that path, and not just to continue, but to fall in love with living healthy, and to pay that forward, because there's too many people that are suffering because of mental, emotional, and physical disease and hardships that are almost being bullied to believe that it's okay, that it's more important to eat the Starbucks latte, you know, with so much sugar, condensed milk, chemicals, the donuts, because it's American, than it is to be the American that is so darn healthy and has so much energy and so much wellness that they have the ability, they're in the state to become a world changer and to pay it forward. That's what I'm all about. So if that's something you're interested in being all about, please comment below, or better yet, just message me, and I would love to help you. But I hope this illustration has helped. If it has, please pass it on. Please share it, because to me, this is like bingo. Bingo. It helps not to get hopeless when you view holistic nutrition, health, weight loss, and this type of area. And now I'm going to go and I'm going to clean up the beans. And it probably would be that it would be gross if I tried to use them. So I guess I just wasted some beanage.